Hey everybody, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Commander Kings. And you've seen our new Lcars, which is made before the show. But what about today, Stuart?
Well, today we're talking about one of my favorite topics, something I'm a big junkie for. That's Lcars. Yeah, there's some new Lcars in Picard. And
And close-ups of them.
yeah, I'm sure we're going to see more
Oh, yeah.
at some point, but we got a hint here, and there's some interesting stuff to talk about. So,
So which one do you want to start with, Stuart? The kitchen or the...
yeah,
Okay, start with the
I
kitchen.
want to start with the replicator. Now the replicator, I really dig. It's got still got the similar vibe to what we see in TNG as far as shapes go, but it's got a TOS color scheme: the red, the yellow, and the green, which I think is fantastic. I don't know if that's because it's civilian, or whatever the case may be, but I think it's actually kind of great. It doesn't have the flare that Michael Okuda's does. It's obviously a progression of that to some degree. But again, this isn't Starfleet either. So it's worth pointing that out.
Yeah, it feels like you've got the full-on Federation Lcars is the crisp Windows or Mac, and then you've got the stripped-down, bare bones, it works, the PC opens on the Replicator. There's no, yeah, like I said, no flair. I mean, it's visually dull, although recognizable, because it has that little rectangle. I mean, if you move the rectangle with a curve, it would just be squares on a box. But credit to the replicator, yeah, they've even got the black lines. I mean, it's a replicator, they did it right. Although I noted that the replica effect, it's now like it's 3D printing it with light, which is it's wrong. It's different. I mean, I said to you in a previous review that the way I sort of retconned that, because we know how replicas work, they do the same thing for whatever, is because it's a civilian one. You know, if you see, the Voyager was right at the forefront tech, the Enterprise D, right at the forefront, Enterprise D, right at the forefront. This is just one he asked for and got, however many years ago. So I see this as a civilian model. It also takes a bit longer to do. It's maybe it's power efficient, whereas every one thing we saw in previous shows has been the best tech of the era and designed for all the best things. So that's why this one kind of feels less advanced, even though it's the future. I think they're just going for a visual reboot of the look, but in fact it actually works to feel less advanced than even 20 years ago. What do you think?
I totally agree. I think that the replicators we see in Voyager and TNG with the kind of transporter effect almost make a lot more sense, and definitely look more advanced. This was neat. It was a neat visual, but it did seem unnecessary. And I got the same 3D printing vibe. Like, this is the new technology for us in today's age. Look at 3D printing. This is the next version with light. It just seemed like that kind of gimmicky thing.
Yeah, it's a backward step to look at today rather than looking at the future that's already established.
I know, but that's what a lot of people use as their argument all the time. So
and it also feels like the Discovery one as well, which kind of replicated, because they shouldn't have, but they did have replicators, and they kind of have a similar sort of construction vibe. But this was different as well. I kind of wish that it wasn't like from a point. I wish it kind of like just formed like in pieces would have been fine. But the fact it also had a light, as if it has to be emitted, was weird to me. Like what? I mean, the fact they had to go beep 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 beep, beep meant that a bigger item, the more it had to like print. Whereas just in the modern replicas of it just goes all at once, done. Like much more efficient, much better design.
yeah,
But civilian, so there you go. This wasn't a replicator video. That was our point about replicators. But the Lcars is fine, and I appreciate the distinction of colour between that and the actual Starfleet. So while dull, it all fits.
yes. But we did see some Starfleet tech. Well, I guess
Federation.
Starfleet. It's just Federal Starfleet archives. So, but yeah, we did see some other stuff. Not a lot, unfortunately. Like I said, hopefully we'll see more, and we'll talk about it then. But when you went to the Starfleet archives, we saw this little pad, and there you got the very, very similar to TNG vibe as far as the way it's laid out. The color palette is very drab, though. Just like light blues and
It's
dark
drab,
blues.
but it's also kind of bright because there's high contrast. That is just the black, but I mean those lighter blues do pop, I think. But the darker bits, I mean, especially the second picture, that was in graphic. The other one might have been a digital. No, they're both in universe, but the darks don't look as good here. having any dark color on a black, whereas obviously in TNG they're all like a primary color. Like everything's a color. Like it's easy to get lost in this menu, but I think it's still a nice, clearly Star Trek. Although in the second one, I don't know why they feel the need to have a logo inside an Lcars. They've got Federation Delta in an Lcars.
Well, it is the Starfleet archives, so maybe that's why you see the rotating Delta out front as well, of the building. So it's just I don't have an issue with that at all. It's property of the archives, the pad, so that's why it's there.
No, it's just the Discovery aesthetic of let's put a Delta on every single thing, from the socks to the underpants to the boots to the shirt to the pajamas to the hat clips to the gun holsters. But I mean, I like it. It looks nice. I like the fact it's just an Lcars, but I really like on the darker bit. There's that little black line for some reason inside of the Lcars block. I think that's a nice. I mean, how do you reinvent this wheel? It was already basically perfect. Michael could have basically invented a perfect Lcars, a perfect interface that looked incredible, that upscaled, that it was basically perfect. They did variations of a theme, but so how do you change it? And this, I think, having the little, again on the middle picture, having the fact there's a little query portal, there's now text inside of an Lcars block. Actually, I think works really well. I think that actually looks quite visually interesting. So I'm.
They should have got Michael Okuda to come back and do the next version. Would have been nice, but unfortunately they didn't. So I would have liked to see what he would have planned. But
we got a third one, which was part of a stasis module thing. It's a different version of. I mean, it's a different look. What do you think about this? Because you see,
not specifically. No, I find it funny that it's Quantum Archives. Quantum solves everything in sci-fi. But yeah, it's just not much to talk about, really.
But that's a good
like an isolinear chip almost.
But that's a good thing, though, the fact that it's not, like we've seen the ones that are on the hero ship and they look pretty bland and nothing. But they at least they still have the Federation Operating System 13.6. And I like this. I like the fact that they've split it up more. They've decided rather than all the clean boxes, that top line for some reason is cut up massively. Just because. And it does feel different. And the fact that you've got that outer circle, I do Lcast sometimes for the show, and just to split it up and have a line of black and then a line of the thing is just because. There's no functional reason there, but it does feel different. And there is a style of having very tiny rectangles inside of it. And it actually kind of works.
But no Delta.
No.
Because it's a stasis box, as you said. It's probably not specifically a Starfleet thing. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm looking forward to getting some more Lcars to add to my collection. As you guys know, I have them behind me all the time. And I want to see more. And hopefully different color schemes. I don't mind the blue so much. It just doesn't really pop. It's not a bright blue like the motion picture era.
I was going to say, I mean, it's weird that you say that, given that's your favourite Lcars and it's just blues.
Yeah, it's too pale. Like it doesn't pop like the motion picture era does, and in combination with the green, those are just fantastic on the black. It's just such a great contrast. These just feel like hopefully there's different ones. I want to see a starship. I want to see what they are on the starship, because that'll be really the tell, because that's the latest Starfleet ship or whatever. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of them, and hopefully one day we can talk to the person that created them.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that worked on Picard that wants to come on our balanced show, I don't think we're balanced here, please do let us know, because, we want to at least know about the work you did, even if you can't necessarily come on the show, because he was a bit odd like that. Talk to us. We love the tech, we love the ships, we know most of the designers on most of the treks. Haven't met one of the Discovery designers. He's great. Great. Go on board with them. He knew us, he liked us. Yeah, great.
We collect designers like Pokemon cards. We got to catch them all.
And we do. But speaking of what we do, you guys should support us on Patreon if you can. The monthly service, little money every month, allows us to do things like this and just go apeshit on videos and release so many. But the thought, effort, time, no one else does this. no one else does this, and we know you guys love this little bits of discussion, focused stuff. So Patreon is one of the best ways, or dry lives, and you can super chat a little amount. So if you want to do a 1.5 or 1.10, that's great, really, really helps. Or a one-time donation at PayPal, trekyards@hotmail.com, which is our PayPal, which most of that goes towards us, which is great, and that goes towards like new equipment and stuff like that. So 3 great ways, 3 very different ways, but anything and everything does help. Or just tune in, keep watching, keep subscribing, makes a big difference.
Yeah, making sure you're subscribed is a big deal because you get notified. And click the notification icon so you get notified when we upload new videos. We'll be doing a lot of that. And make sure you like the videos. It's a simple thing. Just click the like button, and it's a big help to us. So, and just keep coming back and watching.
Because we're going to keep making them if you keep watching. Right.
And don't forget to comment below what you think about the new Lcars and let us know your thoughts. So, until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Commander Cockens. Bye, guys.
See you soon.